Okay, we're recording. Welcome to the Legends Call. It's March 24th. Thank you, March 24th. And you guys, I'll be honest with you, I have a lot of crap going on in my head. And I can't seem to find the Legends thing to read off to you. Hold on, let me find it. Because I didn't print it out because it's right here. Okay, so let me just go over the Success Club really quick. And this list is growing every week and it's very, very exciting. We have me and Laurel with 14, Jenica with 10, Stacy Henry with 10, Robin with 8. I apologize, Robin, for not correcting that. Phyllis with 5, Sarah P with 4, Katie 4, Tasha 2, Darren 2, Faye has 2, Casey has 2, Cherry N has 1, Amy H has 2, Chelsea has 2, Adam has 2. Is it Kaylee or Callie? Does anybody know? She has 2. Jamila, who is little, has 2. Jeannie has 2. Stacy L, 2. Kim H, who is also, I think, Stefan or Steven, but it's Kim, I believe, is the actual coach. And she has 2, and Leedy has 1. That is growing every week, and I love to see that. I see new people on there every week, and I see the numbers growing, getting higher every week. So that just shows me that you guys are doing what you need to be doing, and it's very, very exciting. And yes, so let me just start off by telling you guys that I have been very overwhelmed lately and not doing my daily to-dos. I just have to confess to you, I have not been recruiting this week. I have not been doing good with anything. So I have to send out a huge apology to all of you because I know you're all busting your butt and you're all on a lot of you are doing the level 2 training, and we're posting in there and we're telling you guys to do all this stuff, and here I am not even doing it myself. So I apologize. I'm sorry for not being the person I need to be this week for you guys, and probably more than this week. So I just wanted to say that, and I'm going to be doing better. And hi, Laurel.
Hi.
And I will do my best to hold myself accountable in these groups as well, because I know that some of you would like to see that. So that's what I really needed to say about that. So
I also would like to say that I'm sorry for everything too. I got a message this week, and I kind of got called out a little bit about not posting and why we're not posting in level 2 training, and it kind of hit me because I thought, we're the leaders technically in the group, and we really should be posting. And I guess it was harder for me because whereas you guys are reaching out to more people every day, I had people coming to me, not every day and not all the time, but we can still share what we're saying and we can still share what we're doing, whereas I might be focusing more on some type of bulk emailing because I have so many customers and that type of stuff where you guys are focusing on a little bit of a different areas, but we can still be sharing what we're doing each and every day. We still all should be doing our power of 3s or maybe power of 5s or however. But yeah, so when I got that message, I was like, yeah, that person's totally right. And so I just wanted to say that I'm sorry, because we really should be, as leaders, we should be, number 1, doing what we're supposed to be doing every day. And number 2, sharing with you what we're doing. I also want to say that I'm the type of person that if you need something from me, I am way better to respond if you private message me. So if somebody needs something in that, if you're struggling with something, I'll see it, number one, more if you personally message me. I'm not constantly in the groups. I'm there and I see things, but I just do way better one-on-one. So if you need something, especially if you're on my team and you need something, please, personally message me. Even tagging, sometimes tagging, I get overwhelmed. And so if I have 15 tags, I'll look at it and then I'm like, no, I really need to respond to that now, but I tend to lose things. So if you need something, somebody's not responding back to you right away, or by the nighttime or whatever, that's when I tend to do a lot of my stuff. Message us personally.
I agree with that one as well. That's huge for me.
I'm going to definitely be doing my best to try to do better. I have a tendency to make excuses myself. I had sick kids. I was sick. I had furnace issues. I wasn't living at home. I've had multiple things going on in the past few weeks, and I used them as excuses. I was just like, I'm done. I got depressed. I got back to my old self, and I don't know, let things go. So I'm sorry. That's all. Sorry.
Nope. Just a big fat apology from all of us.
Yeah. Same here. I've been just crazy busy with Beachbody and with my regular daytime job and teaching and all that. And it is a lot. I will be the first to say it's a lot. I totally get it. And same thing. I apologize for not posting in the group. I'm trying to keep up with everything and having groups and having all this. It is very hard to do. But as a leader, and there's no excuses. We just need to do it. It needs to be done no matter what. And I took this on, and this is what I do. And so if I want to grow and I want to help all of you guys too, that's what I need to do for myself. And then like Jenica said too, even if we are focusing more on like bulk emails or not necessarily starting, where you guys are, because we have these people, we still need to let you guys know that we are doing this stuff. And if you need help with something, that we are here to help you, and totally message us, because the notifications do get crazy. So yes, I apologize too, but I am here for you guys if you guys need help or anything too. So yes.
Yes. Just a reminder, you guys, that we are all human. Just because there's a diamond in front of my coach status doesn't mean that I'm woohoo all the time. I struggle big time. Recruiting is my biggest struggle, just like all of you. I struggle with recruiting, okay? It doesn't come easy to me. And like Jenica said and Laurel said, yes, I get a lot of people coming to me. That's great. Sorry, let me shut my husband's door because I can hear him talking on the phone too, so I'm sure he can hear me. So yes. Anyways, I just wanted to, we just wanted to put that out there, because it does hurt when we get called out on things, but we do need to be called out. And I am happy that happened, because it just kind of puts things into perspective for us. And so yes, we will be doing better. I will personally be doing better. Filling out the power of threes is hard for me, because I have a lot more follow-ups. Like, I could fill out that whole dang thing for the week in one day. So it's hard, but I'll do my best to do what you guys are doing. Okay. So,
I also want you guys to understand too, like, that this is our first time doing this. So right now we have a lot of things that we're focusing on in the back end of things. So we're communicating daily, just about things that we're going to be throwing out there for you next week or the week after. And so, whereas you guys are being told like little steps to do, we have to do everything that we have to do. Plus we have to focus on how we're going to get you ready for the next step and all of that. So
yes, there's a lot of
that in mind, but it doesn't matter. I mean, we are in a position where we are to be training you, and we are in a position where yeah, we're supposed to be giving you all this information, but we need to be doing it too. So like Laurel said, we took on this job, I guess you would consider it, and we need to make sure it's working. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes. So with that said, I mentioned in the Legends group that this is going to be basically a open mic night, because I know all of you are struggling. And wow, this whole apology thing wasn't even planned. How open mic was that? Holy cow. What a great way to start. So now that we've all confessed, it's your turn. I need you guys, seriously, every single one of you on this call will be saying something tonight. So, yep, I see the big eyes, so you guys prepare. And I'm just going to go in order of my screen here, whether that's the same as yours or not. I have no idea. So, I want to know your struggles. I want to know what you need help with. I'm going to try Jenica and Laurel, and if anybody else has anything that they can recommend or any kind of advice, please speak up, because we all have strengths and we all have weaknesses, and I think we can all as a team help each other. So Rebecca, you're the first one on my list. I'm going to unmute you. Yay. All right, go on, speak up.
I already went. No fair.
Well,
I missed it
before I started recording, so now we're going.
I already went. Remember, I have to do a spit test tomorrow.
No, I'm talking about with a business.
I know. Oh, I was just trying to weasel out of it. Okay, let's see. I have all of these. See all these names?
Okay.
This is my one for this week that I've done nothing today.
Okay.
I haven't been home all day. I've yet to sell one thing this month.
Okay.
Out of all of these people.
So that tells me, oh, sorry, were you saying something, Laurel?
You can go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's, for me, the first thing that comes out is it's got to be the approach. Something you're doing or you're not doing is you're not making them feel like maybe it's personal, or maybe you're sounding too salesy. Maybe you're not really reaching out. Maybe you're, it's kind of a random reach out, like, hey, how you been type thing.
Yeah, I think that's more or less what it is.
Okay.
I think that's more or less what it is. It's a random reach out. And then a lot of them don't message me back. And if they do, it doesn't get that far yet. So like this week I've basically been just focusing on, yesterday was going back to these people, the ones that actually did message me back, and I'm trying to build on that.
Okay.
And the people that I did actually get that far, they're like, okay, I have to think about it. And, I think it was last week, I almost had a coach sign up, and now she won't message me back.
When you say you get that far, what are you inviting them to?
The ones that got that far was for the 21-day fix.
Okay.
Are these
Yeah,
just
no, not the 21-day fix. It was the BOD, the Beachbody On Demand, because she already had T25, and
So you
she wanted to know how she could get Beachbody On Demand. So I explained that, all that to her, and told her, she was oh so ready. Okay, awesome. How do I get it? And then I told her, well, there, about the coaching opportunity that, you could, later on it would be cheaper if you just signed up as a discount coach.
Did you go into any of her goals? Like, did she finish T25?
Yeah.
Did she, you did all that and everything, and then it was like,
yeah.
So.
Yeah, she was I signed her up. I sent the email, and I was like, okay, while we're waiting for you to get the email and you confirm and everything, what questions do you have? She just went silent. Completely silent. Do what?
You haven't talked to her since?
No, she won't answer my messages.
Well, maybe there's something, there could always be something that, you never know if there's something came up.
Right.
Which, I've had it happen too, and sometimes it does. Something comes up, or they just kind of basically want to tell you, yeah, I'm going to do it. Yes, I'm going to do that. Just to get you to leave them alone, and then they just stop.
Yeah.
It happens, and down the road it might come back, but when that happens, you just kind of have to suck it up.
So I just moved on.
Yep, exactly. Got to move on. What it sounds like, though. Oh, go on, Jenica.
I was just gonna say, unfortunately, I had that happen to me too recently, and I was kind of excited because some of you don't know, but I'm about to lose my diamond rank right now if I don't get another emerald, and I was kind of excited to get this coach sign up if she bought a challenge pack and chose the coach option. So I mentioned the 2 options, and I should have felt it out a little bit more because she really wasn't the one that I should have even offered the coach option to. And then it completely screwed me in every way possible because she was just like, oh, okay, gives me lots to think about. And I'm like, I shouldn't have given her options.
You jumped the gun.
But anyway, and normally I don't always take that approach. I really have to really know the person. I don't know. I'm not one to just say, okay, well, you have this option and this option and this option, because sometimes just giving them that options confuses them. And then, I don't know. That's how I feel.
How do you word it?
How am I wording it?
Yeah.
If they say, it depends. Or like if they're asking me, what did she ask me? She asked me about one of the challenge packs, and I said, well, you have this option. You could do it this way. You could sign up as a coach, and that's going to, or a discount. I say discount coach. I don't do preferred customer, but is that what you?
I say you can sign, which I say I have the same script I give to everybody. I mean, as soon as they say, okay, yeah, cool, send me the link, I'm ready. They know how much it costs. They know how much everything is. Then I say, okay, actually, there's 2 ways you can sign up. You can either, and I say it's price the same, so I want to make sure that you don't miss out if you want to. It's price the same. You can either sign up just with the challenge pack, did and done, that's it. Or you can sign up as a preferred customer, as I like to call it, or AKA a discount coach, as Beachbody likes to call it. I said it's the same price. You don't have to coach unless you really want to. I don't know. I have this whole script, but it says for the same price you get discount.
I did that in my own wording, but at the same time, if they're not one that's going to stick with Shakeology, like I feel like it kind of like this girl isn't even on Shakeology. She was doing like 21 Day Fix or something, and that's what she did. She messaged me about Shakeology, and I said, well, we have these options and da da da. Yeah, that's what it was, because I said you could get just Shakeology, or you can get a challenge pack, and I basically said, it's the same price, or you can do the coaching option and get the discount and da da da. But I always put the $15 fee in there also, saying you're still saving, but I always make sure I let them know that they're going to get a $15 fee. But anyway, that's enough about me, because we can discuss it unless it's helping somebody else. I don't know.
That's just how I know it's helped a ton of my coaches, even some of mine, like just with
Laurel, do you want to send us your script? Do you want to put the script in the files of the legends?
It sounds like it's the same one that I know I've read it.
Is it in the 5-step plan? Is that the one? No.
Only my coaches have my script.
Are you don't want to share it?
No, I can share it.
Oh, okay.
Because
I know that it's in Barbie's or something. It's in somebody's training, because I've seen it before.
Yeah, Barbie uses it. I mean, I just use the same thing. For everybody. I have a whole I basically, depending on what challenge pack you are going to do, I switch it out. And I've had coaches say, I'll say like, oh yeah, I do this as a discount coach. Here's my scripts. And I'm going to say, you probably got this script when.
Yeah, I say that all the time.
But I show them, but then it's like, okay, look, this is all you have to do. Like duplication, here you go and do it. And if you're consistent about it. And as far as like the Shakeology month after month, like, yeah, a lot of my people, they're brand new. They have never, ever tried Shakeology. But I believe in it so much. And 1 month of Shakeology, if they are really going to be serious about this and they want to get results, 1 month of Shakeology isn't going to do it. They're going to continue on. I mean, most of the programs, besides 21 Day Fix, they're longer than a month. So I want to keep them on Shakeology. So, and I let them know that, like when I'm talking, because usually they'll say something about Shakeology because they don't really know. So I'll tell them what the challenge pack is, and I'll tell them about Shakeology. And I'll say, this isn't just a shake. It's not just a protein shake. It's not just a meal. Like, this is something that's going to benefit you in this, that ways. This is something that you're going to need over time if you want to keep these results up, if you want to do this. Like, you're going to want it for more than a month. So
what do you do when you get somebody that says to you, well, I don't know if I'm going to like it, or I don't know if I'm going to even want to be on it?
For after a month?
I mean, yeah, like after this 1 month time. Or I don't know if I want to I don't know. I don't know how to.
So basically, what I'm getting is Laurel basically says, hey, you're going to get the challenge pack. You're going to want to do the Shakeology more than once a month, or more than just 1 month, because you want to feel, it's going to build up over time. You're going to feel the results. And if that's your decision, the best choice obviously is to be a coach. That's basically so I'm assuming you do get the objection of, well, I'm really not sure I'm going to want to do it. No, I don't want to do that option right now. I'm assuming you get that.
Well, that's in my script. I say, I want to offer you these 2 ways. You can either, boom, just buy the challenge pack, did and done, that's all it is. Or you can sign up for this. You get discounts. You get this on every month. And usually they come back with me like, oh yeah, discounts are great. Yeah, I'll do that. Or they say, oh, I'm not really sure about it right now. I think I just want to go with the challenge pack. And when I say after that, it's like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And then I'll tell them, okay, within a month, once, if you love your Shakeology and you want to do it, I'll follow up with you within a month. And because you bought a challenge pack, we'll sign you up then to get discounts and everything. And then they're like, yeah, fine, that's great. Like, so either way, it's either they're signing up with challenge pack for a discount coach, or they're getting it. And then in a month I follow up, and sometimes they're like, yeah, I want to sign up as a coach. And sometimes they're like, no, I'm good with just doing it this way. Or they cancel it or whatever. I mean.
Yeah.
But regardless, either way, like how I look at it is, yes, I'm making that first commission, but I'm not looking at it as the continued commission month to month for my Shakeology. I'm looking at it more as I have a coach and I'm going to benefit them. And if I can tell them, hey, I can give you discounts and you can do this. And if you want to coach, if you want to learn how to do this, then I'll show you how to do that later on too.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Off with there.
Show us your script when you're there. Go, Rebecca. Sorry, we're taking over this call.
Okay, so here's my thing is, like, when I'm talking to people, like, I think maybe 2 conversations that I've had as actually I just started talking to them that day, and it led into challenge pack options, which neither one of them bought. Like, I have to talk to people for days before it ever ends up leading.
It's very rare when I talk to somebody the very same day, unless they come to me. I'm not bringing up the challenge packs the same day.
Yeah, it's normal. That's so normal.
Price right there is a prime example. It took her, 2 years to come back to me? Right, Jeannie? It took you like 2 years to come back to me after I first approached Jeannie. It takes time. Just depends on the person. Do not go in for the kill.
Nope.
Not hunters.
I have people right now that it's been a year and they're just now coming to me and just even saying they want to be in a free 5-day clean eating group.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, don't assume that you have to go in for the challenge pack that day or even that week or that month. You are building a relationship. You need to build trust. They're not going to automatically trust you, especially if they sense that you are going in for the kill. Like, that is going in for the kill. There's no, I'm trying to build a relationship. No, you're not. You're trying to get 2 points, and you're trying to get $30 or $50 or whatever. You got to get that price tag and those Success Club points. Yes, we totally love Success Club points, and we praise people for getting them. And we praise people for getting sales because it's a good thing. But I don't want you pushing people. That's not the point. You're reaching out to all these people. What it's telling me is that you've got the huge list of power of 3s, and you've probably been going in for the kill for probably all of them. Am I right? Is that what? No? Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Oh,
I have had in these, going on now, started 3 weeks, I might have had 3 conversations that actually led that way.
That's good.
3.
And honestly, sometimes, like, for example, like, if you get into, like, a job question or something like that, and it starts leading into what you do, you can. I have anyway. I've talked to somebody about a challenge pack, or at least about what I'm doing or whatever, what I do or whatnot in a day. Because 90% of the time, I'm trying to get that conversation to go that route.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's where I want it to be. I want it to lead to what I do. Most of the time somebody can look at my profile and clearly see, what I'm doing. But yeah, so I would say though, like Leslie said, if they're not coming to me, sometimes it does take a couple of days. I've been talking to a couple of girls like for probably 4 or 5 days that just randomly talking, and it's nothing. It could just be something that I've seen on their page or whatever, just little things. And then I just want them maybe to notice that I threw up a 3 or 5 day clean eating group. And then they're going to notice that and be like, hey, she messaged me and talked to me about such and such. Maybe I'll message her and see what that's all about. So, it's all just about starting those relationships.
Yeah,
I don't need anything.
I do not talk to these people with the intention of going straight to that.
Okay.
We talk about the weather or my kids or,
then you're doing it right.
Yeah, you are doing it right. I'll be honest with you. I when I start a conversation with somebody, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not sitting there to just sit and chat all day long.
No, there's a purpose to the conversation.
Like, there has to be some type of a question that's going to lead to something.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. It's usually lead to, what they do, and then usually they come back and ask, well, what do I do? And then I don't think I have any problems with the conversation, but I get anxious when it comes down to them asking me questions about the product, the price, and all that. And
so that's when you need to do this.
So bad that I just want to say, you know what? Just call me. Just call me because.
Oh, you should do that then.
That's what you need to do.
I feel like I can't relate to them how I feel through a message.
Then tell them you'd like to have a conversation with them by phone.
Yep.
So that's what I think I may do. But a lot of people are also freaked out by that.
Use your voice message thing. I use that all the time on my Facebook. You have to have a phone to do it, but I use the voice stuff all the time. The only problem is during the day they might be working, and some of them are like, holy crap, I didn't know that was your voice. And they're like, I'll have to listen to it later. And that's when I type. But
like
I'm going to move on because it's do you have anything else that's prominent that needs, let's go over other people and see what other questions they have.
Hang on, wait 1 second. Rebecca, listen, when you get into those situations where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to go with this, or I don't know what to say, and maybe it's a time that you can't say, hey, call me or something. That's when you need to copy and paste whatever is going on in your conversation and throw it in that level 2 training. Personally message one of us, whatever you need to do to make sure that somebody is seeing it.
Yes. Good call on that one. That's what the level 2 training is for, you guys. Okay, Darren, you're next.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Well, I guess as far as apologies, I'll apologize for my lack of engagement for the past week and a half in the level 2 training. I've had some things going on. I won't go into any details tonight, but some things going on family-wise. And so my apologies for my lack of engagement. My biggest struggle, and I've talked with Leslie about this, I even sent her my weekly schedule with what time that I have for Beachbody is just finding the time that I need to reach out. And to be honest with you, I did not even plan on having anyone in this current Living Limitless Life, whatever it's called, challenge group, simply because I wanted to focus what time I had on the level 2 training. But then I had a few people were coming to me. I had a couple people buy a challenge pack, and then a couple people on my team say, hey, we got any challenge groups going anytime soon? So I had to bite the bullet and say, yes, I have one. So I've got a few people in there, and they're all doing great. They're doing a really good job and enjoying it, actually, and being quite active in there. So, but my biggest struggle is just time, I guess, more than anything. And Leslie had asked me earlier in the week what my strengths and weaknesses are. My strength, I think, is the fact that whenever I connect with people, we're pretty much going to be connected for life. I mean, I feel like that once I get connected with the people, then I'm going to have them with me forever. But because of that, and because I invest so much of myself in them, it's hard for me to then pull away and then find time to go and engage new people. Because now there's a piece of Darren that has to go with this person and see what they're doing every day. And then there's another person that's taking a piece of Darren. And so, just finding enough pieces to go out and give to the next person. So the strength leads to a weakness, and that's kind of where I'm at. So.
And you know what, Darren, you have like the biggest heart in the whole entire world. So you have enough of it to give away to a million people. But I totally see when we have our conversations, how dedicated you are to our conversation and how much effort and passion you put in to what you're doing. I can see that being a struggle, and I understand what you mean. And I don't even know how to tell you to stop, not to stop, but to I don't even know how to tell you. I don't want to tell you to not have that much passion. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you do, and you pour all of it into every single person you talk to, and it's very evident that you do that. So for me to say, well, just break it off a little early then, I can't even tell you to do that, because then it wouldn't be you. So I guess, help me out, guys.
I don't know. I totally agree with you as far as when you have a conversation with Darren, it's awesome, number one. But I can totally see just by the way your challengers talk about you. I mean, I've only seen a few posts in the Living Limitless group because honestly, I'm not in there as much as I should be. But it's very clear that you're very connected with them. And I think it's wonderful. But I also think that we can only do or be with them just so much. I don't know. I struggle with that because I connect with my people, but I'm not, I don't know. It depends on the situation. Like if it's something that I'm super connected with that I feel like I can really, like if I have somebody that's struggling with depression, I can sit and talk to them for 3 hours about what they're going through. But I don't know. I don't know how. I kind of feel like you have to, if it's like emotionally bothering, is it emotionally bothering you at all or anything? Do you connect with them that physically or is it just you don't have enough of you and enough time to just spread around?
If I think or sense that any of my people are struggling at all, then yeah, I take it very personal. And as far as it being emotional, something that keeps me up at night, I'm not going to go that far, but, if I see them not post and I know that they're struggling, then yeah, I take it very personal. I don't know how many of you know my full story, but I didn't even know that groups existed whenever I started on my fitness journey. Had no clue. Then once I got connected, I saw how important that could be. So now, I'm very passionate about keeping them engaged. And so if I start seeing someone that I know that really has the heart and has the passion, and I start seeing them fall off the wagon or disconnect from the group, then I'm kind of going after them saying, hey, I've missed your posts or whatever else. So, trying to keep a mental note of who have I seen post, who have I not seen post, and then following up with them.
Oh, sorry. I think
it's kind of like running a constant challenge group through my normal group.
Yeah,
you know,
and
that kind of dedication.
That's how it should be, honestly. I mean, we should be. I actually just asked Josh Spencer this today. I said, how often do you check in with your free customers that aren't doing a program even? Like, I mean, obviously we have people. I have hundreds of people in my group that are not doing a Beachbody program, and he said every week. I don't know how, but I struggle with that. I have 400 and some people on my customer list, and I struggle with connecting with each one.
Does he do it by email?
He said that he does a bulk email.
I was going to say, there's no way he reaches out to millions of people every week.
I know. But at the same time, I don't know. I have to talk to him more, because he's also told me that he talks to them or messages them, and I don't know. But anyway, what was I getting at? Oh, I think that's important. That is what you should be doing. I mean, I only have like 300 of those people in my actual personal group. But if you see that, they're not participating or whatever, that is something that you should be doing. You should be reaching out. However, there comes a time, in my opinion, that I have a lot of people in my group, but they just don't have the drive. They don't have the motivation. They don't have anything. And no matter what I do or no matter what I say isn't going to do anything. They have to change from, they have to be the one to change. They have to be the one to be ready. And yeah, you can, I'll tell people I'm here for you when you're ready. I actually had a lady message me today, and she's like, I'm sorry, it's just personal issues. And I said, that's fine. And, we don't have to talk about it, or I'm here if you want to talk about it. And I said, I pretty much left it at that, let her know that I was there for her, and that was it. And she's not doing any type of Beachbody program or anything like that. But, so I think that at a certain point, I mean, it depends. I don't know how many customers you have, but there's going to come a time that you're going to have a lot of people, and then you're going to find that there's people in there that are going to help you with doing your job. So you're going to have those people that are going out and encouraging other people, and you just kind of are all like a big family. And it's not just all on your shoulders. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. And another thing I kind of want to add to that is your time is precious. The time that, I mean, obviously you know that you have family, you have kids, you have things going on. So the people that aren't respecting your time, or maybe not respecting isn't the right word, but aren't acknowledging the fact that you are pouring your life out to them. Honestly, I mean, I have over 800 people in my group, and I don't reach out to all of them every week. I communicate to all of them through my group, and I just started a newsletter finally today. But they know I'm here. There are some that are regulars that when they fall off, I notice, and I'll go after them and I'll say, hey, where have you been? What's going on? Are you struggling with things? But there is going to be a time, like Jenica said, that there's going to be too many people for you to notice. And it sounds sad and bad, but if they fall off, but what you have to just know is that you're giving everything you possibly have to them in the way that works best for you and your life. Okay. And if that means I am pouring out my passion in this group and you guys know how to reach out to me, then that's the way that it's got to be. Like I said, I have my regulars. I have people that I do reach out to when they fall off and I notice, but the ones that aren't putting in any time for me and for what I have a passion for, which is fitness, obviously, and nutrition and things like that, then I'm not going to waste my time, because honestly, it's a waste of my time if I'm going after somebody that doesn't have it like I do, that doesn't have the passion. I can't give them the passion. I can motivate them and everything, but I can't waste my time going after somebody who doesn't want it. So something to consider, just your time is very important, and especially with you and your family and the time that you do dedicate to Beachbody. Let your clients know, hey guys, there's so many of you and I love you all, but it's gotten to the point where we have to stay connected within this group. You have to show me that you have a passion for this, and you have to show me that you want this too, because, you know, time is an issue. So I don't know. I agree with everything Jenica said.
I also wanted to say, as far as connecting goes, do you keep a schedule? Do you keep a record of who you're contacting daily? Do you keep a record, like, do you have like I know the only reason that I asked this is Josh Spencer had mentioned that he does an Excel spreadsheet, and I thought that it was a really great idea. And he puts like the date in it, and I can't even remember, but he has it in the TNL page. He just posted it today, and he said that he keeps a spreadsheet of who he contacts each day. So it might be a good way for you to make sure that you're still connecting with everybody. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good suggestion.
I mean, I don't know. It's so hard because I see your passion. I don't know. You have something in you that's just, it's got to be God, because I mean, you just have an amazing, I don't even know.
An amazing presence.
Yep.
All right, Darren. Sorry we didn't really help you at all.
And I'm
you have too
crying.
much passion. Stop it. All right, Sarah, you're up. Doesn't have to be long. It can be short and sweet.
Okay. Short and sweet. No. Something like that I'm having issues with the most is follow-up. I mean, I write it down on my Power of 3, but it's a scribble. So, like, keeping track for me is really difficult. I don't know.
You're struggling with following with people.
Okay, so when it comes to like the groups, it's easy because on the days that I need to follow up, I just go through the group list and I just kind of do it like all at the same time. But like if I've talked to someone about a challenge pack or about joining the group or something like that and they haven't like confirmed me as their coach or something like that, it's that type of thing. Like sometimes I don't have it written down as well as I should, or it's like the follow-up for those types of things is what I'm kind of like.
So you said it right there. You're just not keeping track. So with me, when I am tracking, that is when I do the best. And I'll be honest, I've been sucking at that lately. But I have a system where I write their name. I write where I found them, if I friend requested them, if they've accepted, and then I have message blocks. The first one is, did I message them, introducing myself or whatever? I check that off. I give myself 3 or 4 message boxes before I even click whether they signed me up or not, because that's about how many times I will max out. Like if they don't respond after the 4th message or 3rd message, I just move on. But I do this literally on a notebook pad. So I just make my own lines. I mean, it's not pretty, but that's what I would recommend you do. Every new person you talk to, this would be a separate sheet than your Power of 3s. But, you write their name down. You have separate boxes that you check off. And you give yourself 3 or 4 follow-ups. Like, okay, I messaged them to introduce myself. If they didn't respond, hey, I'm just following up. I want to see how you're doing. You could relate it to whatever it is, however you found them. The 3rd one is usually, hey, I just want to check up with you one more time. So I guess I do it 3 times. I just want to check up with you one more time to see if, you mentioned you were interested in this, whether it was maybe 5-day clean eating or a picture or something. And that's basically what I do. So it's the first one is an introduction. Second one's follow-up. Last one's like, hey, just wanted to connect with you one more time. Basically before I let you go type thing. And usually they respond to that. And we move from there. So it's just a matter of tracking for you. You just got to keep the tracking and be yourself. I mean, Just be you. How would you talk to somebody who's not following up or who hasn't responded to a voice message if it was a friend? Hey, what's going on? Haven't heard from you. Where are you? Type of thing. So sounds like it's just a tracking issue, and you really want to just be on point. You have your power of threes. You're talking to people. Just make sure you have a better tracking system. And we have a lot of that in the back office. They have the BAT, or like I said, I don't have it in the back office or in our Legends group anymore, but I can show you what I do, but it's really finding your own system. That's what I kind of have to recommend. I mean, my system may not work for you. These girls' systems might not work for you. So you have to find what works for you best and keep track of those new people. Does that help?
Yeah. As far as like following up with someone who's not responding, that I'm really not sure how to do. I've never had that problem because I never messaged people before joining Beachbody or called anyone. So I don't know how I would ever have responded to that because I never did it.
Well, if you ever come up with that, then message us in the level 2 training and we will tell you what to do next. This is why the level 2 training is there, you guys. We want you to be open books. We want to see everything you're doing so we can help you. And I'm not seeing everything at all. Like,
I'll be honest with you, that's one of the reasons why I'm not present is because
you guys
I'm not seeing questions. I'm not saying this for you, Sarah. I know we talk in private messages and stuff too, but I just want to, I don't want you to feel like I'm like just calling you out or something, but that is one of the reasons why I'm not in that group as often is because there's not a whole lot of questions coming through. Or a lot of conversation.
Yeah, it started off great.
And it's normal. I mean, look at us. We all just started this conversation or this meeting with apologies because we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. So, so don't feel horrible about it, but, we want you in there posting and, asking you questions and all of that good stuff.
Yep. Alrighty. I'm going to move on. We have 10 more. I'd like to wrap this up in 10 minutes. We will be wrapping up in 10 minutes. If I don't get to everybody, we can do it again because this is what I want from you guys. I want to know what's going on. Amy, you're next.
Looking all pretty, fixing your hair. I haven't even been able to talk to you guys yet. This is exciting.
Well, speak up.
So mainly one of my big issues is I have a lot of people that are not responding back to me. Like, we'll talk, everything's good, and then it just goes flat. I have a lot of that problem.
Is it going blank after you bring up something about Beachbody or just going blank in general?
Just in general.
Okay.
I even had my aunt who did it now. So I don't know what I did.
Oh, I'd like to see some of those conversations.
Yeah.
I'm
I
wondering if maybe you're just, and this has happened to me personally, like sometimes I just don't know where to bring the conversation, so I kind of just drag it on, and they're just like, well, this conversation's getting old and boring, and I don't feel like responding to all these questions anymore. Because basically that's what I do. I ask a lot of questions in hopes that they answer in a way that I can steer it, but sometimes they just don't. Sometimes they give me these one answer things and one word answers and it doesn't work for me. I need more from it. So I'd like to see some of those conversations and I guess maybe just be a little bit more creative. Look on their pages, sometimes when people aren't responding to me through message, I comment on their pictures or say something about a video they posted, or I just let them know, hey, I'm still here and I'm still watching you and I'm going to bother you later, but I'm doing it this way right now. So maybe that's just something you want to do. I'd like to see some of those conversations though, because it sounds like there's something that needs a little bit of tweaking there. So please post them in that group and let us know. I see these chat things, you guys. I'm sorry. If you're talking to me through the chat, I don't catch it. I purposely ignore it. So raise your hand if it's for me. I'm sorry. I'll catch up in a minute. So Amy, I'm not really answering your questions, but I'd like to see those conversations.
Yeah, and then like today I was talking to one of the girls that I work with who signed up because she did one of my last 5 clean eating. I told her, I said, hey, there's another one coming up, and she goes, oh, I don't think I really have the motivation to do it. I said, okay, so what do you want me to do to help you motivate? And she's like, oh, nothing. I just don't have the motivation. And I didn't.
And she flat out said it right there.
Yep.
Just move on. And
I would
at least it's a warning, because I hate when they say they do have the motivation and then they just don't. So she's being honest with you, and just let her know, hey, I'm here for you when you are ready. Maybe after Easter,
let me
all that ham, she'll be ready. I'll be ready after all that. So yeah, that's honestly, that's a blessing right there. You can't force them. So
and then I just have one person who I've been just he's teasing me.
With
he keeps sending me
back order or something.
No, like he sends me selfies of himself, and just like he's like, oh, look at how well I've been working. I'm like, dude, join my group, sign up, just let. And then you told me to talk to about Shakeology, and I put up I was selling samples or whatever. He's like, oh, let me try. I'm like, okay, getting so much closer.
There you go. It's just a process with him. What you need to do is let him know. Sometimes like I was saying before, it's like a trust thing. Get other people involved, other people with results. Start posting people's results. We have plenty of coaches and plenty of challengers. You can put results up saying, check out the results from this clean eating group. It doesn't have to be your person. It could be anybody. From our challenge group. And get these people saying, well, you know what, her challenge groups are actually kind of working for people. So maybe I do want to see what that's all about. So just keep him in the background. He's one of your follow-ups, but definitely don't force it. He'll come around if he wants to. He'll come around.
All right.
Alrighty, I'm going to move on to Katie. Your turn.
Okay, so I know I have a problem, and I've talked to you about it, Leslie. I jump the gun
Okay.
quite often, especially when it comes to coaching and trying to sell challenge packs and things like that. And so I know you've given me some ideas about how to kind of slow things down.
Right. Have you tried those? Is it helping or?
Yeah, I have. I've tried them. I'm currently talking to one of my sister-in-laws about the programs and stuff, and she's interested in coaching, so I'm just kind of taking it slow with her.
You know what helped me, and this may help some of you, may not, but what helped me is when I really feel like I want to jump the gun, I kind of flip the switch and make it sound like it's really not that big a deal. Because people want to know more when they kind of want to know what you're talking about, but you're not really giving them everything. So they kind of bring it up. So I saw some of your conversations where you were really excited and going crazy. But yeah, honestly, it's one of those things where they ask a question, you answer the question. Then you know what? Bring up something else. About something, whatever, random. I don't know, just kind of to break up the conversation a little. So you're putting more of you in there and not, hey, I'm a coach type thing. I do that often. I will be talking to somebody about something, and then I'll just randomly say, something about their family, or obviously I have to know a little bit about them, and I check out their page. I do a lot of snooping. I look like a stalker. It's pretty sad, but that's what we do. So just slow yourself down. And remember, one of the biggest tips I could give all of you, you have to turn your conversation around like it's being chatted to you, okay? I know when I first started coaching, I vomited everything on everybody for a long time. And about 2 years after I was coaching and seasoned and everything, I had another customer or another person come to me about her business. Now, she'd already denied me 2 years ago because I vomited on her, basically. Well, she came to me with some opportunity the exact same way I approached her about mine, and I wanted to delete the message. So you have to seriously think, okay, if somebody were to write this to me, take into consideration, have I talked to this person in a while? Am I messaging a high school friend that I haven't talked to in 6 years saying, hey, how you doing? Oh, by the way, I'm putting a challenge group together. Do you want to be a part of it? That's bad. Don't do that. Really turn the conversation around. Would you feel leery or would you feel weird if somebody came at you with the words that you're using? Okay, so really, and I know that was some advice that I gave you, but all of you really want to turn the conversation around and see if that's what, how would you approach that conversation if somebody were to give it to you? So hopefully that's helpful to you, Katie. Do you have any other questions?
I did actually want to bring up something else, and it's not really a question, just kind of like, has this happened to you guys, and how do you guys kind of prevent it from happening again? I have sold, I call it sold because I'm the one who talked to them, 3 different programs within the past 10 days. Okay. And each one of them has gone through Team Beachbody. I mean, not Team Beachbody, just regular Beachbody, and ordered the programs on the payment plans. So I don't know how to like stop that from happening.
I don't get that too often that I know of anymore because I have a lot of people that probably do it, just don't tell me. However, I make it known to the people that I'm dealing with how it benefits me, you know. Also, I just, you know, I don't bring up Beachbody. Like, I let them know that Beachbody is completely separate from me, and I don't get commission. I let them know I don't get commission for that. Somebody else is, you know, Beachbody is getting commission. The payment plan is an issue for some. Some people need the payment plan, even though they're actually spending more for less. But I don't get that. I don't know. I don't get that too often. I'll be honest. I'm not very good at that. I guess maybe I'm seriously an open book. I will let people know flat out, I get commission this way. I'm a free coach, but this really helps me out. And I don't throw it in their face or anything, but you know, it's not scary to them, but most of them are just like, oh, well, definitely, I want to help you out. So I don't know. Do you guys have any advice for her for that?
I do, kind of. When you're finding out that they're ordering through Beachbody, how are you finding out?
Well, what would happen they would message me and tell me that they ordered. And then I would go, you know, like wait a day, check in my office, and their order would not show up at all. So then I would get back a hold of them and tell them, you know, hey, nothing showed up. I, you know, just want to make sure that you ordered the right thing. And then they would tell me, oh, I went here. This is what I did. And it's funny because all 3 of them actually have no clue how they ended up on the Beachbody webpage. They said that they were trying to get to my page and that they couldn't.
That's another thing right there. Send direct links.
I've been doing that. That's why I have sent all of them direct links.
Direct links to the program, not to your website.
These are all people I've talked to in the past. And like the one girl, the last time I contacted her was like 2 weeks ago, but we had been in contact, you know, off and on for like 2 months about everything. And then I don't know, she ordered it without even telling me.
Katie, is it possible that maybe when the website was down and broken, that maybe they went searching elsewhere and that's how they ended up to Beachbody? I mean, the site's been down a lot this week.
It has been down a lot. So I was wondering if maybe that had something to do with it too.
Are these people that were already signed up with you?
Yes. Yep, they were all already signed up, every one of them.
Okay, so my advice to you, first of all, you said you wait a day after they said they ordered. No. Yeah. You check. Your previous office is real time. So if
I didn't know about the previous office till just recently. So
okay, well check that sucker when they say they order. I immediately go to my back office because it will be there. The second they press submit, it's in the back office. So you check it, you say, you know what, it's not in there. You'll find out right away that, you know, that they did it wrong. Also, what I let my people know is when I do send them the link, I say, let me know when you're ordering. Do you want me to stay on do you want me to stay on with you and help you through the order process and things like that? I do that kind of stuff because I don't want them to go elsewhere. And I let them know, hey, if this does not work out for you, let me know and I will get you through it. So there's very little trying to find another avenue or another website or something like that. So just, you know, these are all stepping stones. They're all, you know, it's all a learning process. But with these people, you can let them know, hey, I mean, don't be ashamed to say, hey, you know what, I know you chose the payment plan, but if you pay that off within 30 days, I can still get the commission. I've said that and they do it. They have 30 days to pay that off. I know they picked the 3-month thing, but if they have the means to pay it off, if they were going to buy it through you, they can actually call Team Beachbody and switch that order to you and pay it off. So if they really do want to help you out, and if there was an accident or whatever, they can make the extra effort if they want to. So keep all that in mind.
Okay.
Cherry, I know it's 10:30. Can everybody stay on, or does everybody have to go? I want to know. I can stay here. Okay. If you have to go, I completely understand. I have Erica, Janessa, and Tony left. So hopefully we can get to you guys, or we can. Like I said, I can stay on here. So let's keep them short and to the point if we can. So Cherry, you're up.
My biggest problem is, I guess, friending people. I'm looking through people I know. I'm looking through my husband's friends, all my friends from high school's friends, trying to find new people, and I'm not finding anybody that I actually know. And when I go, like, if I go to find people you know, like when you go on Facebook and you hit friends and it says people you know, it's all of you guys. And I'm like, you guys, what good does that do?
All right, so you're talking about, for basically the power of three, is how you have to invite and friend 3 new people.
Yep.
Okay, so that would be, that's basically the part of recruiting that I struggle with the most, mainly because of laziness and time. That's for me. But the way to do it, there's many, many ways to do it. First of all, Instagram is one way. Or do you have an Instagram account?
Yes.
Okay, hashtags, search hashtags that are not Beachbody related, build relationships, talk to people. The hardest thing about Instagram is moving them over to Facebook. But if you do build that relationship, you can do that. So that's one way to do it. You can also go to Facebook groups, mom groups. Do you have a local moms group?
I'm in
there.
group, yeah.
Just a heads up to all of you going to these groups. Do not bring up that you're a coach ever in that group, because most of them have pinned. This is not do not try and sell stuff in this group. I mean, most of them have that pinned on the top. I've seen that. So this is not a place to announce who you are within that group. This is a place to make friends and message people about your opportunity if it ever comes up. So local groups, dog groups are huge. I even heard that, I think, in the Power of Threes, dog groups are a really big deal. If you have a dog, you're lucky. Look for the breed and friend the group. I have a pit bull. Do not go to pit bull groups. Those people are crazy. So don't go to the pit bull groups. But whatever your hobbies are, what do you like? If you're a runner, go to a runner's group. If you like to read, go to a book group or whatever. I don't know, do they have those? But that type of stuff, so Facebook groups are huge, and they're good because people are already on Facebook. The whole Instagram thing, it's harder to get them over to. But really, it's just stepping outside your comfort zone and taking your power hour and spending a good chunk of that inviting. So that's my biggest piece of advice. Laurel, do you have any advice for that? I know that you don't really struggle too much. Again, we were just talking about consistency with us.
With me, it's just, getting that initial, because I have like 2,000 friends or something. I have all kinds of friends all the time, and I'll invite anybody. I invite people I don't know all the time, no matter what. If I am in a group, or if someone comments on something on my like page and I'm not friends with them, or I see one of my friends and they post something about fitness and I'm scrolling through the comments and there's people on there that are commenting that I'm not personally friends with, I add them. I'll go and I'll add them. I don't really care. I just add all these people, and then, which they're already talking about fitness if I stop to read the comments, it's going to be something that I'm going to connect with. So I'm going to have something to talk about. Or even people because all my stuff's public, everything's public, which I totally recommend to everybody.
Yes.
But I'll get people who will like comments or something, let's say, that's how I met Adam. He liked a comment that one of my friends had, and it's like, who's this person? Oh, let's add them. Okay, so we connected that way. Random. But anyway, that's I just connect with anybody that way. Even like pages. If I have new people who add me or that like my stuff, of course I want to know who they are. I'll just check out their page and I'll click add. Also Instagram. Instagram is kind of really where I started. It is huge. I wish I had time to go and do Instagram and connect and stuff, because it's huge. Instagram, it is. If you can do it and figure out, be able to connect and chat and take the time to connect with them and move it over to Facebook, huge. And not all those people will join challenge groups and stuff right away, but a lot of those people that I connected with like a year ago, now they're like, oh yeah, and I follow you all the time, and now they're coming around and doing that stuff. But the group is huge.
Pinterest,
yeah.
That's another thing. I've never done it. Bad on me. Pinterest is a big one.
Also, you can always ask, like with my like page, I want to get my like page to a certain number and do all that. I ask my friends. I tell my people all the time, like, hey, do you have anyone else? Like, tag your people or tag this. Like, if they're sharing your stuff and doing that, like if they're sharing it and people are commenting on that or something like that, like add those people. Like just add them and just send them a message like I always do. Any new people, like as soon as they add me, I'll go to them. I'll go through their page and find something to connect with. Some kind of, whether it's, I don't know, something about the weather or positive or anything. And then I'll message them and I'll say, hey, thanks for the ad. I always love, or I saw we had a couple mutual friends. I always love adding fresh new faces to my Facebook. I saw I was browsing through your page and I saw that you liked this or that, hey, like, and just start
bring up conversation about anything.
Yeah, anything.
Sherry, how does that work with you as far as the military thing goes, though?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm afraid to just add people I don't know with ISIS and everything because my husband's reserves, and they've pretty much come down and said, we're not even supposed to have our profiles public because of all that kind of stuff. So,
I know there's a way you can make certain things visible and not visible on your Facebook page. April used to be really good at that stuff. I don't block anybody from anything. But if there's stuff that you're not supposed to show, is there specific stuff that they don't want you showing, or?
They just want us to have it as, like, closed down as possible. And I've tried to do that, but I don't have a clue what anybody who doesn't know me sees.
Right.
Like that. You can go in and look, but it's still hard for me to know. I've tried to hide stuff, like anything with him in uniform or any, anything to do with, if I mention anything about the base or anything like that, I'm trying not to even do that anymore.
Okay.
We're just supposed to keep it hush hush so nobody knows, and it's hard. It's part of who we are. So, and he works on the base as a civilian too, so he's related to the military in every way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Yeah. How about getting people just to your like page? Because you can message people through your like page too, so you can.
Yeah. And I've been trying to share that as much as I can, and he's liking like every single post that I put up there. He likes more than anybody else does, and he's trying to share it, and I've got a couple of friends trying to share it. So, it's not growing like exponentially, but I think more people are seeing stuff.
And you can invite people to your like page. You can grow your like page every single day. I invite people to my like page every single day. People that are friends of mine and stuff. I make it a point to invite 5 new people to my page a day. So you can grow that daily. It doesn't have to be new. That, in my opinion, doesn't count as inviting at all.
Right.
That's just growing your like page. So just to bring new eyes to it every single day. So, but yeah, the biggest advice I can give is hide or only, limit the people that can see certain things. But again, you're going to
specifically make a brand new page.
I was going to say that too. Can
only you and only, go figure, Leslie, you're going to say that too.
I know, right? Again, we think exactly the same way.
Make a brand new page that's specifically just you. It has nothing to do with your family, nothing to do,
That's basically what your like page is, though.
I know, and it's kind of hard because you want them to really know you as a person, so I don't know.
What about actually, like, really stepping out of your comfort zone and, like, face-to-face talking to people? I know you're not going to hit as many as Facebook, but...
Yeah, I need to work on that.
or even just, like, cards, handing out cards with your information on them, or, like, something like that. Or if you have something, like we were talking about the bank. I don't know if you were on that call when we were talking about, I think it was Robin going to the bank or something, like, connecting with someone that way and giving them a Shakeology sample with your information on it. Like, oh, here's a 5-day, we're doing this. I don't know if you'd be interested, but hey, look, or check me out on Facebook. Or, I'm always chatting. Like, if I start chatting with new people, I have the mobile app and I'll just like, hey, here's some of your email and we'll connect that way. And then, hey, are you on Facebook? Or I'll just say, here, look me up on Facebook. And that's always an option too. I know you're not going to connect to as many people, but
It's still better than nothing.
Absolutely. Great. Good idea, Laurel. I need to do more of that too. All right, Erica, you're next. You're on the phone. You're on.
Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
I'm new at this.
That's all right.
I was gonna say she's on the computer, I think, but she has it.
Is your
I
picture?
am on my phone.
Oh,
1 second.
are you hiding your face on purpose?
No.
There you
Hi.
are.
I just had to put back on my camera.
Okay. All right. So, what questions do you have?
I'm a little nervous. I try to like make some sales and stuff like that, but like, I try to like motivate people, but I mean, like I do like once a day, go on there, do my thing, show them working out and stuff, try to be inspirational just a little bit. I mean, I don't know how to get like new customers or anything like that. And I have like random people like wanting to join my fitness group that are not even on my profile or anything.
That's awesome. That's what we all want. Those are good. Those are really good. Are you connecting with them?
Not yet, but I'm going to probably add them like later on.
Yes. What you want to do is first of all, you want to friend them and you want to personally message them and talk to them about whatever it is that they are trying to talk to you about and get them signed up like as soon as you can. Seriously. I mean, if they're already talking to you about what you do, then these are your potential clients, coaches, everything. So that's huge. I would write down every single person that is interested in what you have to say that's trying to connect with you and make a point. You said you're trying to reach out little by little. How much time are you giving yourself a day on the business?
I give myself at least like 2 hours to reach out, like a little bit.
Plenty. Okay. So yeah, I would start tackling that like tomorrow. Seriously. Like I said, that's everybody's wish and dream is to have people come to them. It's when you have to go out to people that people get a little nervous. So just step outside your comfort zone. And what are you laughing at, Laurel?
Because Rebecca wrote, flex those guns, Leslie.
I'm sorry. I'm just holding my. I'm holding my hair up off my neck. I'm sorry. Jeez, behind my arms here. Okay. Shut up. Anyways, back to Erica. Rebecca, I'm gonna shoot you. Okay.
I just want to. Erica's one of my coaches, so I just wanted to throw something out real quick. I have you in the training, in the level 2 training. I know you haven't posted in there or anything. Are you active? Are you following anything that's going on in that? Yeah, I read it frequently, but like sometimes I can't reply at the moment because I'm either like taking care of my son or like my dog. This is the level 2 training though. Like as far as like posting, like if you could post like what you're doing daily and just like show us, that way we can help you and everything, even as far as your inviting or your conversations. And so basically making sure that you're connecting with, your 3 people a day and all of that. I mean, Erica actually signed up like right before we started this training. So I know that for the few of you that have been on here, I don't know. I think some of you have been on here or signed up like right before the training, but I know it can be overwhelming and confusing, but basically, and obviously reaching out to me. I know I talked to you today a little bit, but I don't know. I guess that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, just make yourself known in the group. I mean, I'm not trying to knock anybody or anything, but I didn't even know you were in the group. I don't see your posts, and I apologize if you are posting daily, but I don't notice. I mean, we can't help if you don't reach out, and I know Jenica, she's your coach, and, she's talking to you on a one-on-one, and that's great. But we really need to see what you guys are doing. You said you have 2 hours to work on the business, and that's amazing. So just check in the level 2 training, check in for 5 minutes, say, hey guys, this is what I've done. This is what I'm struggling with. These are the people that have reached out to me. I don't know how to reach out to them because I'm a little uncomfortable. How do I do it? So we could help you through all of this if you just reach out to us and let us know what you're doing. So please make a point on being more participating more in the level 2 training, and we will help you get through all of this. I promise you. We just need to hear from you. Okay?
Most definitely. I had already like 4 potential customers for the 21-day fix and the Fix Extreme.
Nice.
But they are waiting on bills, like, see how much it'll cost, like, after bills and everything. Like, and I already, like, sent them, like, a link for me to be their coach to sign up. And if they're ready to order, just let me know. But they haven't
Have they already signed you up, or they have not signed you up yet?
They have not yet.
Okay, so what did you do, the app, or did you just send them a link?
I sent them my link, like the Team Beachbody with my coach ID number at the end to sign up.
Okay. I like to do the app, and it's the same thing. Basically, they still have to respond or reply, but it's just less steps for them. So if it's, what I would do for those people, because they haven't done it yet, you're just basically waiting. Say, you know what? I just found out there's another way that we can get you signed up, and it's quicker. Just send me your email address. I'll fill it out, and all you have to do is confirm it through email. And for some reason, they just respond to that better. So let's get these people signed up so that you can start talking to them, because if they're not willing to put in the effort to sign you up, then honestly, I don't like to put in the effort to help them. If they don't want to even sign me up as a free coach, take that 2 seconds to do it. So let them know, hey, let's get you signed up. Let's get you started on your goals. How can I help you? And things like this. So if you're waiting on people, sometimes you just got to give them those little reminders. Hey, let's get this going. So I recommend you reach out to those people, those 4 people, and get them signed up through the app.
Yeah, I'm probably going to possibly do it tonight because they all get off work around like 11-ish. So I'm going to like try to reach out to them.
Perfect. That works. And let us know in the group. I want to hear from you tomorrow saying, hey, I reached out to all 4 people.
Yes, I definitely will let you know.
Awesome. Great. Okay. And Tony, you're next. Let me unmute you. Alrighty.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a couple questions, but I know everyone's crunched for time, so I feel bad even asking them.
You can ask them.
I'm just the one that I'm really like focusing on right now. I had an idea to create like a flyer kind of thing to advertise myself. I'm friends with the person who owns the local bridal shop over here in town, and I thought about like putting something like, you said yes to the dress. Now how about you get in the best shape of your life, with a free fitness coach, yada, yada, yada. Like, I'm pretty good at wording things, and I made a document look all pretty and everything to post. But what I'm wondering is, what do I put, like, what all do I offer in that? And, like, how do I have them contact me? Like, do I have them like my like page? Do I put my personal phone number? Or, like, what do you suggest as far as?
If it were me, I'd do my phone number. If it's a flyer, I would totally do my phone number. And probably my Facebook link, but, or something. I mean, honestly, with phones and stuff, people can friend you in 2 seconds. They could call you in 2 seconds. So really, it's just a matter of what you think works best for you. I would give them everything. Give them your phone number, give them your Facebook or whatever. I've never done that personally. So is there any, Laura, Jenica, have you guys ever done anything like that?
I've never done a flyer. The only wedding stuff that I know that it's a huge hit. With Brooke Dorset. If you follow, I don't know if you do or not, but Brooke Dorset is amazing, and she does that type of stuff. She does ads for brides and stuff. I'm not sure as far as flyers goes, but I personally would put all of my contact information.
Okay. That's how I had it. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't like against any kind of policy. I mean, I know that makes no sense, but I've never heard of anyone else doing it yet. So
you never really know as far as the policy goes. I feel like sometimes there's a lot of little twists and turns in there, but I don't think a flyer would be any.
No, flyers totally. You can totally do that. You can totally do a flyer. There's absolutely
If you
nothing
can
wrong
hand
with
your
that.
cards out, you should be able to do a flyer. Why don't you, if you want to, you can post it or private message one of us or something and show us it. But I'm sure your wording is, you said you're good with your wording, so I would think that it's fine. Or
Put
even
those things everywhere. Put them in the grocery store. Put them everywhere. Dang it.
Well,
you don't even have to put that you're a Beachbody coach on there. You can just put on there that you're like a health and motivational coach.
That's all I ever put is that I'm a fitness coach anymore, because Beachbody has not such a great name because of all the stupid people out there ruining it. So I just say that I'm a fitness coach or health and nutrition or whatever. Eventually they'll figure out that I'm a Beachbody coach. But I just, you're a free fitness coach, and that's huge. So
that's what I was going to say. I looked into this flyer thing a couple of years ago, actually, and there is some policy back there on that. But I think the biggest thing is not to say that you're certified in something if you're not certified in the program. So that's the biggest thing. And then, advertising, obviously, that you can't charge for hosting a program or whatever else, those kinds of things that we all know anyway. But yeah, I think you're going to be fine by doing that. Good idea.
Yep, I agree.
I think you have to keep it simple, like not even necessarily put that you're a fitness, like just, like you said, say yes to the dress and now you can do this, like find me on Facebook if you want more, or call me, for more information type of thing. And you can always, if you know the person, like if you can leave cards there or stick them up on a thing or something, like do that. I mean, yeah, you can buy those cheap little plastic card things and just set it there and buy one of those little, they're just quick little that you can sit right on the counter and ask, and so someone can snatch it up and they have it right there. And
yeah, I was gonna say do a business card that's specifically that just says on the front, you said yes to the dress, now this, and then put your name and stuff on the back. That way they can just grab one and take it, and they're not just reading a flyer. I personally, I'm not one to sit and read flyers.
Yeah, I don't read flyers either.
You know what I'm saying? So I think getting business cards specifically for that purpose.
Yes.
Or if you do a flyer, keep it short and sweet, because like they said, nobody wants to read it. Make it a pretty flyer that says whatever you want to say right there, and that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept it to one page, but I appreciate the suggestions. I'll probably tweak it a little bit before I actually drop it off.
Sweet. And if you want to show it to anybody, we're happy to look.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
I just have one more question real quick. I'm about to sign up my husband as a coach, and my mom wants Shakeology.
That's awesome.
And I want them first two people underneath me. How do I go about it? Like, what is your advice when I'm dealing with people that only want the discount and then people that actually want to coach? Like, I don't really know where to put them underneath me.
These are going to be your first two coaches, right?
Yeah, so they'll go side by side.
Right. So I would put your husband on your weak leg. And you said you're Jenica's, right? So you can help her with that, Jenica, or I can, or whoever I can help you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, whoever you want to put your husband on your weak leg. And you said your mom is the other one on your. So what? Without getting into huge detail on that, you have a weak leg and a strong leg. The people that want to, you basically want to balance it out. You want to put your husband over on your weak side, because anything other than Shakeology, you're going to want to purchase through your husband. Okay. Because you're going to get the volume points and he's going to get the volume points, and it just doubles for you. And eventually later on down the road, it can become another business center and blah, blah, blah. Too much information right there. But as far as building your team, you want to keep it pretty much balanced, but I like to put the stronger coaches on the weak side because it brings up your volume points. We can talk more about that when we're getting there, though. I don't want to do that here.
For now, just go back and forth and just
right. Yeah, it's just too much information right now. Yeah. Right now, your husband goes on your weak leg, your mom goes on your strong leg. That's all you need to know right now.
And I see you in my back office, Tony, so I can go in and you can, send me a message and say, hey, which side is my weak and which side is my strong and all of that. I'll go in and figure that all out for you.
All right. Thank you.
Surely.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, I'm good, I think. I message people.
By the way, your clean eating group rocks. You're doing amazing.
I'm so proud of them. Yeah,
I'm so proud of
really
you. I'm like, I just peek in there. I don't really say a whole lot, but I'm like, oh, she's doing awesome.
That's awesome. I love to hear the clean eating group testimonies. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to move on. Janessa, you're next and you're last. Wow.
Poor Janessa. She's like, yeah.
She's like, I've been waiting this whole darn time. You look lovely, though. I love your hair. It's freaking gorgeous.
It needs to be cut. It's long. Am I muted?
Nope, you're good.
Okay. Sorry, I'm on my Kindle. I'm trying to. Ugh.
No, you're good. It's
All right, well,
great picture and everything.
First and best for last, right? First is Darren.
Yes.
He was amazing. So, let me adjust my screen. All right. I don't know. I guess I just kind of have a lot I want to say to my amazing team. I'll try to keep it short. I've been struggling. Leslie, I've been struggling. I talked to you about it last week. Darren kind of knows I've been struggling a little bit too because he's been a real good support for me. I just not been feeling it lately. I had a real good month last month, and then I just really fell off this month. It's nobody's fault but my own. I just simply haven't put the time and the effort into it that I have been in the past. I've had a lot of, everybody has personal issues, but I've time issues been a problem. Energy's been a problem for me because of my half marathon training, and it just has zapped a lot out of me. I've had some family issues, just kind of, just personal issues. And so I guess I just need help from the team in general, supporting me to kind of get back on track. I've been doing really good with my like page, I think, or better than I have been. And I've been trying to still check in with my challengers. And I still post, but I'm not really very consistent with my Power of Threes, and my personal development is slacking again. I don't know. I've sat here and thought last month, or not last month, but last week, about how much easier my life would be if I wasn't coaching anymore. And
we all go through that
every day.
Leslie,
I have the most amazing people on my team, and then they tell me how motivating and great I am, and I don't know, I just don't see it. I don't know where they see that. So I just need help from my team to help me get back on track, and that's all I need.
Well, obviously they see a lot more than you're seeing, and we are all so hard on ourselves. It's disgusting. I am my worst critic, probably. I know what you're going through. I promise you, I know what you're going through. Probably more than I care to admit. I probably shouldn't even say this, but on a recorded call. But there are many days where I'm just like, why am I doing this? It's not easy, you guys, especially when you want to grow. And you know what it is? Because we care. That's what it is. I could quit today. I could go get a regular job and work cashiers and babysit and do all this fun stuff, what everybody else, likes to do if they don't want to do an MLM and all this kind of stuff. But I care too much for the people that I'm helping. And Janessa, I know that you care for the people. That's the reason you're still here. We've had our conversations, and, I know you're struggling, and I'm struggling, and I bet every single person on this call struggles. It's just something I don't really know what to say. I mean, we love what we do, but it comes with the hardships of it. It comes at a price, and that price is sometimes very taxing. Is that the right word? But really, Janessa, people see the awesomeness in you because you're awesome. They're telling you this stuff because you're giving all of you to them, and they love that. So I don't want you to talk down on yourself like you're not worthy of their compliments and the way that they see you, because you totally are. We all see who you are and how far you've come, and you're amazing at what you do. So I don't want you to think that you don't have what it takes. You definitely have what it takes. So
I definitely agree. And I'm sorry, Laurel, and you guys just popped up. Were you trying to say something? No. I definitely agree with that. And also, I actually just told, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but I said the same thing to Leslie. Like, I'm just like, I mean, I don't have to work. I don't have to do this at all. I could leave today and my husband supports me. I don't have to do this. So, it really does come down to, like, if I left all of these people that are, wanting my help or needing my encouragement, obviously, like, I don't want to leave them, even if I don't make a penny. But I think it comes down to is, like, I'll criticize myself too, because I'm like, I'm not putting enough time into these people. Kind of like where Darren was like, he wants to put, so much of himself into each person. Like, whereas I'm like, I'm trying my best to put as much time as I can into, each one of my customers or free customers or whatnot. But I don't even remember where I was going at with that. But basically, well, my number one thing that I want to tell you as far as support goes is when I'm feeling like that, 90% of the time is because I haven't done personal development. This morning, I was feeling like that. I think it was actually this morning that I was talking to Leslie. This morning I was feeling like that. I was just like, you know what? I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why is this, like, why am I feeling like this and whatnot? Well, I haven't done my personal development in a few days. So I threw on my earphones and I started listening to Eat That Frog, because that's my biggest struggle, is my time management and all of that. And I don't know, it just, there's something about just listening to any type of personal development, it just pulls me up. And then I'm doing Dave Ramsey, so I thought, you know what, I took a good couple hours of my day today and just listened to that. And just listening to how eventually down the road I'm going to be out of debt by following his program just kind of picked me up a little bit. And I'm just like, okay, all right. So I just needed that. Like, sometimes you need to just walk away from the Beachbody world and not focus and not worry about anything that's going on in your computer or whatever, and just focus on that personal development, because you just need it. But
I agree.
I don't know. Like, I can listen to, like, have you listened to Magic of Thinking Big? No?
Oh, that's a good one.
You should get that one, because I'm telling you right now, I felt like I was on top of the world when I listened to that. I'm like, oh, I'm just like...
Message me that title. I'll check it tomorrow.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Yeah, honestly, just amazing.
Well, that's everything. Laurel, do you have anything you want to add? I feel like I did a lot of talking. All right. Darren, you can unmute yourself. Go on. Or I'll do it. Okay, you got it?
Yeah. One thing I just wanted to say, a friend of mine who's on my team, and she does Beachbody programs and all this kind of stuff, she said that she had a family member approach her who is in one of our competing MLMs, and I won't mention which one it is because you guys might know somebody who runs Advocare, but anyway.
You are so funny.
Anyway, they said that they had a family member approach them, and this is my point. I'll tell up front is that it's saying the right words, but not listening to what you're hearing and not knowing who you're approaching. Even if you're saying the right words, it can still come across wrong. So, but anyway, this person had. The family member had said, hey, if you'll just let my upline, whoever it is, talk with you for 10 minutes, that's all we're asking. And she told them up front, she said, okay, I'll listen to your conversation, but please just know we don't plan on purchasing anything. And they said, okay, well, that's just fine. You know, all we're asking is for 10 minutes, yada, 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 all this kind of stuff. So they had this conversation, and she said that the guy that they were talking to seemed to absolutely know nothing about them. And because, I mean, these people, you've got to, if you would know my friends, they're very clean eaters. They're very healthy. They're very active. And so it's like, so you guys wanted to lose some weight? And, you know, they're like, no, actually, we're doing a muscle building program right now trying to gain some weight. And they're like, oh, so, and, I mean, he didn't even take that. The next question that the guy was asking was like, so you had problems with your food, do you? And he's like, no. so, you know, he was following a script, and that, you know, I just wanted to say we have our scripts, we have our things that we're following, but we've got to stop also and listen and make sure that we're making sense to the people that we're talking to. So just wanted to share that with you and make everybody laugh a little bit. So
you know, I want actually to add on to that too. I mean, that's where it comes into, like, I know in the beginning we were all like script, and it just seemed like everything was like follow the script, and you can't always follow a script. I mean, it can be a guide as to where you want to lead to or whatnot. But I mean, obviously, like if you're getting down to like Laurel and I were talking about with the options and stuff, yeah, you can pretty much, you know, copy and paste something like that. But, you know, I totally agree as far as the script goes. I mean, some people just...
Yeah, look at those guns. Sorry, Jenica. I read that chat right there. I see it. I'm not purposely flexing. I'm getting my hair off my neck. Darn it. I'll keep my arms down. I agree about the scripts. I do agree that scripts are amazing. Thank you. I need one of those. Scripts are amazing. They're a great guide. And yes, we were pushing the scripts a lot in the beginning. And you know what? You guys have gone through a lot with me, and I really appreciate a lot of you. Now, a lot of you actually on this call are new, but some of you are not. And, you know, we have been through training after training after training, and I just want to say that I love you guys for sticking with it and trying these things with me. I'm not perfect. Clearly, I'm still learning every single day. Oh, you guys. Anyways, so just, I love the team. It's basically what I want to say. I love the team. I love you guys. You guys are like family to me. I used to be afraid to do these calls. Can you believe it? I used to be so nervous. I used to sweat. I came down to this call not having a clue what we were talking about, and I was okay with it. Before, I would have been sweating bullets. So, I don't know. I guess I just want to say thanks for sticking with us, and
thanks for staying on this call so
long. And this call has been like almost 2 hours, and I told Laurel
I'm not coming on the call tonight.
I was like, guys, this call is going to last 5 minutes because nobody's ever going to talk. And then I don't know, was it Laurel or somebody that said we need to call him out, and that's what we did. And I'm so glad we did, because I actually heard from some of you for the first time, and it was amazing. So yeah, 2 hours later, and only like 8 people that actually spoke. We're a great team, and we're a great family, and I really appreciate you guys, and I love all of you very, very much. So I'm going to end this. I can't believe it's still recording. I guess it goes after the hour that I scheduled it. So if nobody has anything else to say, we're just going to go ahead and end here, and I will talk to you guys. Oh, no call on – I might not have a call next weekend because we're doing our taxes. We're going to our accountant's house. I'll figure that out, but no call after that, the weekend after that, because I think that's Cancun. I don't remember, like the 15th or 16th or whatever, the 14th, whenever that is, there's no call that week. So I'll let you guys.
John Maxwell deadline too is tomorrow.
Oh, John Maxwell. I highly recommend it. I can't recommend it enough. I know I can't talk about it because I really don't know, but I do know that this man is absolutely amazing. I've seen him in person. I was in a room of 100 people with this man, and I was in the front row. He's incredible. And a full year of training with this guy, is going to change your life, not your business, not only your business, but your life. So I really, really, really highly recommend you put it in there and you do these calls if you can. So, all right, guys, ending recording, ending meeting. I will talk to you guys later. Go to bed. It's late. Talk to you guys later. Bye.